We have all wondered what it would be like to be rich and famous, most secretly wanting a taste of it at some point to see what it would be like to walk in the shoes of our biggest idol. Most secretly wanting a taste of it at some point to see what it would be like to walk in the shoes of our favourite celebrity. Hollywood has always been painted as mysterious and attractive, a place where dreams come true. However, it's just a facade that's put forth to young impressionable viewers, and sometimes the industry can be a truly dark place, with even the most veteran of actors opting to leave its grasps. So today on Top 10 Beyond the Screen, I'm going to be counting down our list of the top 10 biggest celebrities who gave up on fame. Let's jump in. Coming in at 10, Justin Bieber. Back in March of this year, Justin Bieber took to Instagram to inform his fans that he was stepping away from creating music. I quote, "So I read a lot of messages saying you want an album. I've toured my whole teenage life and early 20s. I realized, as you guys probably saw, I was unhappy last tour, and I don't deserve that and you don't deserve that. You pay money to come and have a lively, energetic, fun, light concert, and I was unable emotionally to give you that near the end of the tour. I'm now focused on repairing some of the deep-rooted issues they have, as most of us have, so that I don't fall apart, so that I can sustain my marriage and to be the father I want to be." He goes on to state that he will be back with a kick-ass album, implying that this is just a temporary hiatus, but as of now, the most we have seen of him is when he was featured on Ed Sheeran's latest single, I Don't Care. Justin's last album, Purpose, was released all the way back in 2015, although he did appear as a guest on other tracks following that. He is currently married to Hailey Baldwin, with the pair living in both LA and Ontario, Canada. Coming in at 9, Vanilla Ice. All the way back in 1989, rapper Vanilla Ice released his debut album Hooked before going on to release his best known hit, Ice Ice Baby, in 1990, which gave him his 15 minutes of fame. However, during his short career, Ice had some legal issues. Well, a lot. On August 8, 1988, Ice was arrested in South Dallas for illegal drag racing. In 1990, he was threatened with copyright infringement for use of samples from Under Pressure by Queen and David Bowie. Then, on June 3, 1991, he was arrested in LA on firearm charges after threatening a homeless man with a pistol. Then again, in January 2001, Ice was arrested by police in Florida for assaulting his wife, and then again on April 10, 2008. Finally, in February 2015, Ice was arrested and charged with residential burglary and grand theft after he allegedly stole furniture, a pool heater, bicycles, and other items from a Florida home that he believed to be vacant. Yeah, it's a lot. It may shock a lot of you to know that Ice is now a real estate investor and home innovator, realizing that selling off property got him a heck lot of money instead of, breaking the law. Coming in at 8, Jonathan Bennett. Jonathan Bennett shot to fame when he starred as Aaron Samuels in the smash hit comedy Mean Girls back in 2004. He went on to star in a handful of somewhat successful flops before seemingly disappearing. It was a bizarre absence considering Bennett had easily won over most of the female league with his good looks and dopey smile. However, it seems as though acting wasn't his passion. As of right now, you can find Jonathan Bennett in your local gym where he's a spin class instructor. Shocking, I know, but just take a look at this adorable picture. Coming in at 7, Shane McDermott. Shane McDermott was a popular child actor back in the early 90s, appearing in works such as The Babysitter's Club, Swan's Crossing, Law & Order, All My Children as Scott Chandler, and of course Airborne. However, as quickly as the actor broke into the industry, he very quickly left, opting to attend school and study acting at the Neighborhood Playhouse in New York City. The actor has explicitly stated that he has no desire to return to acting, stating, "It was time to move on. I wanted a family and simpler life. This I found in Galveston, Texas." As of 2019, McDermott is a realtor in Texas and is happily married with 2 children. Coming in at 6, Amanda Bynes. Amanda Bynes first hit our screens when she starred in her self-titled show The Amanda Show, which was comprised of short skits for young kids in a very SNL-style format. We knew all the way back in the 90s that Amanda was going to be huge, and that she was. For a while anyway. The actress went on to star in All That, What a Girl Wants, She's the Man, and Hairspray, with the last film Bynes has starred in being Easy A, almost 10 years ago. Amanda willingly chose to step away from the limelight, during which time she sadly suffered a severe mental breakdown, resulting in her arrest. In 2012, Bynes was charged with driving under the influence, and just 1 year later she was charged with reckless endangerment and marijuana possession after she was found smoking in the lobby of her Manhattan apartment building. She She then went on to start a small fire in her neighbor's driveway before being hospitalized under a 72-hour mental health evaluation hold. In 2014, BYNES accused her father of emotional and sexual abuse in a series of tweets before quickly backtracking. Finally, in 2018, BYNES had stated that she had been sober for 4 years with the help of her parents before going on to apologize for her comments on Twitter over the years. I quote, "I'm really ashamed and embarrassed with the things I said. I can't turn back time, but if I could, I would. And I'm so sorry to whoever I hurt and whoever I lied about because it truly eats away at me." I think it's safe to say that we're all incredibly happy that she got help, and I think stepping out of the spotlight is exactly what she needed. Coming in at 5, Frankie Muniz. Frankie Muniz shot to fame when he landed the title role in the TV series Malcolm in the Middle, which ran from 2000 to 2006. In between that time, he went on to star in works such as Agent Cody Banks, Big Fat Liar alongside our previous number, My Dog Skip, and The Fairly Odd Parents. However, gradually over the last few years, Frankie began to disappear from our screens, and that's because he transitioned into racing. Yeah. He raced his cars now. Malcolm in the Middle races cars. He has competed in a series of celebrity and charity tournaments over the years before moving up to more competitive racing in 2007, when he competed in the Champ Car Atlantic Series, where he finished in 9th place, earning $17,000 in prize money. Outside of racing, Frankie has had some personal health issues that have also kept him away from his career. On November 30th, 2012, at the age of 26, Muniz was hospitalized after having a mini stroke, before suffering a second attack just a year later. It was revealed later on that the star had suffered significant memory loss, forgetting he starred in his own shows, including Malcolm in the Middle. Coming in at 4, Freddie Prinze Jr. Freddie Prinze Jr. was the heartthrob of an entire generation, starring in movies like I Know What You Did Last Summer, She's All That, and of course, Scooby-Doo. He was the poster on most teenage girls' walls in the late 90s and early 2000s, but then he just disappeared from Hollywood, with the actor vowing not to return, stating, "It's just too weird." Turns out the heartthrob was pursuing his other passion instead: cooking. As of now, Freddie Prinze is a chef, officially listed as one on his Instagram page. He even launched his own book called Back to the Kitchen that comes with 75 recipes you can try at home. Who knew he was a lover of fine dining? Not me. Coming in at 3, Cameron Diaz. Cameron Diaz was a Hollywood favorite back in the 90s and early 2000s, with the actress starring in films such as There's Something About Mary, Being John Malkovich, Shrek, The Sweetest Thing, and Charlie's Angels. However, the star disappeared back in 2014, with the last film to her name being Annie, released in the same year. In 2018, we finally got our answer though, thanks to Selma Blair, who gave an interview with Metro stating that Cameron had retired and saying, I quote, "She doesn't need to make any more films. She has a pretty great life. I don't know what it would take to bring her back." Blair quickly redacted her comments though, stating she was joking. However, Cameron confirmed the rumour to us when she admitted she had retired in order to spend more time with her husband, with the star feeling like she no longer needed to make films. Coming in at 2, Mara Wilson. Who could possibly forget Matilda, everyone's favourite childhood movie about a young abused girl who discovers she has telekinetic powers. It's simply the best. And a pretty dark movie the more you think about it. Anyway, Mara Wilson was at one point the most popular child actor, also appearing in Mrs. Doubtfire, Miracle on 34th Street, A Simple Wish, and Melrose Place. She was seemingly everywhere during the mid-90s, however between 2000 and 2011 she completely disappeared from the industry. She opted to return to school, attending the Idlewild Arts Academy in California before relocating to New York and continuing her studies at New York University's Tisch School of the Arts, where she graduated in 2009. Wilson has explicitly stated that her acting days are over, aside from making small cameo appearances in shows such as Broad City, and instead she is focusing on writing, with the star even releasing a book back in 2016 called Where Am I Now? True Stories of Girlhood and Accidental Fame. And finally, coming in at number 1, Macaulay Culkin. Aside from our previous number, throughout the 90s, Culkin was by far the most popular child actor on the scene, appearing in the smash hits Home Alone, Uncle Buck, The Good Son, and Richie Rich, my personal favourite. He was everywhere, even ranking number 2 on VH1's list of the 100 greatest kid stars. He was also regarded as the most successful child actor since Shirley Temple, and that's quite the feat. However, Culkin took a break from acting in '94 before returning in 2003 with a guest appearance on the TV series Will and Grace. Aside from a handful of cameos though, the star has never made a full return to the industry, and instead spends a lot of his time playing with his pizza-themed comedy rock band, The Pizza Underground, of which he is the lead vocalist, even touring around the country. Culkin is also currently the publisher and CEO CEO of a satirical pop culture website and podcast called BYNES, and as it stands, he has no plans to return to acting. Well, there we have it. Do you guys agree with our list? Were there any celebrities that we missed? Leave us all your thoughts and feelings in the comments down below, and perhaps we can do a part 2. If you haven't already, be sure to give this video a big thumbs up, subscribe, and turn on notifications so you never miss another Beyond Screen vid. And until next time, see you later.